It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
The
Well-
boys are back and the toilet seats are up, baby.
Yeah, toilet seat is up season. I'm breaking the rules today. I'm throwing a sock in there too.
Why not?
Yeah.
I forgot about the sock for a second. My God.
He's a
Get a
mess.
grip, Ollie. Jesus.
This guy's full of surprises.
Was it Ollie or was it Bobby?
It was
I think
Ollie.
It was Ollie, yeah.
It was definitely Ollie.
Ollie, your sock is in the toilet again, Ollie.
Oh, Ollie.
I told you, don't be ashamed of your cum rags, Ollie. Just throw them in the trash. Don't try and flush them down the toilet, Ollie. It clogs the toilet, and we have to get a snake to get it out, Ollie.
Yeah, there's no other explanation, is there? Why would a sock end up in the toilet?
He's trying to get rid of the evidence.
It's very odd.
He's a 12-year-old boy, clearly.
Something's up with Ollie. Well, the drama and the behavior is ramping up finally. The families have thrown in a spanner into the works here. A spanner has come in. And thank God for
I
Jasmine.
gotta say too, also a lot of like clarity now. Like I can see why Jasmine is the detective the way she is.
She's just like her mom. It's
She's
so
just
funny.
like her mom. It's crazy. Oh my God.
How could you not be? Her mom is programming her. Her mom is forcing things on her. It's very intense.
Yes. One of these days she's just gonna say a secret word and then Jasmine's gonna be activated. Like like
yeah, I know. She's fucking
spies. One of those
don't
splinter cells, spies, whatever. What do they call those where they get activated? I forget.
Sleeper agent.
Sleeper agent. That's right. Yes.
Yes.
Been a while since I've seen a Tom Clancy movie. So.
I always have felt that she's like a little detached, Jasmine, and that's why she's waiting to be activated.
Yes, it makes total sense now.
I can't believe that we spoiled the Bobby music video on the page.
I know.
I thought that we were doing we were just investigating shit, and then like it was part of the show.
My God,
Body of a Dancer Eternal has been stuck in my head all week. It's good. It means that Jasmine supports him as an artist. She was like, I know you're an artist, so she really does love him.
What if that was the one thing that Jasmine's mom was like, I like that about him. I really like that song. That's a really good song.
You could see that the women in the music video were really into him, so that means that he is you should lock him down before the video vixens get to him.
Yes.
Well, guys, this is exciting because we had people call in to the voicemail line this week. It's 1-804-BAD-BOYS if you want to call in yourselves. And we asked people to give our best impressions. If they were American, to give us their best, British or, any kind of accent for the UK. And if they were, British, to give us our best American impression or to give us their thoughts. So we chose our three favorite voicemails, and these are the ones that we have. So this is the first voicemail that we got.
Yo, looking forward to see Love and Blind UK. What's the bottle? Bamina.
What's the bottle?
What the bottle?
I love that.
Yeah, that was right after we recorded the cast assessment, like right after we finished on live. That one came in.
It. Thank God.
And I think at the end, Ciao Bambina, maybe Ciao Girl or Ciao Bambino or something.
Yo, looking bottle. Ciao Bambina.
Ciao Bambino.
Childish Gambino.
Childish Gambino.
Oh Donald Glover. Well, thank you for listening.
Thank you, Donald.
We are available to be staffed on
any
Amazon show that you're currently
and you can come on here.
That's right. If you want to talk about your recent retirement from,
if you want to drop like a guest, if you want to come in a remix of the theme song, that'd be pretty cool.
I would love that.
Very
cool.
Let's get to the second voicemail. This is a good one.
Okay.
Hi guys, this is David and Samantha from South Wales in the UK, and we wanted to do our American impressions for you. Mine is America. Samantha's going to do a New York and Nashville one.
Ooh, I like that.
Howdy, how are you doing? I hope you got your water ball. And I like to say, I like the way you say the word blueberry. It sounds quite interesting. And
Mine is water bottle. Anyway, guys, thank you so much.
Water bottle.
hello. Our predictions are that Sam, we need more details on what's happened with Sam and Nicole, because we don't believe any of this. We came out the rooms and nothing happened. We've noticed they didn't kiss, but we want to know what actually went down, and also what Benaiah is. Who is he? Is he a walking Jesus? That's what we need to know.
Well, howdy, folks, and thank you for talking to us. So I'll leave you now and wish you all the best from South Wales, UK. Woo!
Well, thank you, South Wales.
Wow.
UK.
Go Wrexham, knobs!
Is Wrexham in South Wales?
I don't know. It's in Wales, isn't it?
I have no idea. Oh yeah, they have the dragon thing, right? The dragon. Does
Yeah,
the
that
dragon?
means Wales. Yeah.
Well, no, the dragon is on the Welsh flag.
Okay. I'll take your word.
Yeah. Very cool. I love those accents. Yeah, we do get the information on the Sam and Nicole situation.
A little bit. I mean, I still would want more, but yeah.
We get some good
We get some good stuff in this episode. Yeah.
Yeah, it is very informative. And Benaiah, I would have thought maybe he was Jesus-y until this episode. I don't know. He seems pretty mortal to me.
Yeah, he's very mortal.
Yeah.
Yes. Can he turn his tears into wine? That's the question.
Probably. Or his anger.
His anger, yes. Oh, I love our friends from across the pond.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for sharing those great American accents.
Well, we have one more friend who called in, a new friend.
To coffee, I'm from Milwaukee, and yes, I'm American. I'm trying to. I just heard you guys podcast, and I'm just trying to leave my voicemail to see if I can do a good job at it or not. Love the season, love the podcast. Just started listening. Maybe I should give you guys a 5-star rating. I don't even know if you do. I don't even know if you do ratings or not, but I'll definitely leave you guys a 5-star rating. Again, this is Mr. Coffee. I'm from Milwaukee, believe it or not. You know, this is where they have the little convention and everything. But anyway, I hope I can make the voicemail.
Well, sorry, it got cut off. It was hard to understand what he was saying.
He's Mr. Coffee from Milwaukee.
But he's Mr. Coffee from Milwaukee.
I love it. It's fantastic. I thought they were all really good. They
were amazing in the
better
accents.
than ours, I would say.
I can't tell if the last guy was American pretending to be British or British pretending to be American. Is his name really Mr. Coffee? Is he from Milwaukee?
Really from Milwaukee? Yeah,
it's a true mystery. We'll never know.
What if someone was trying to do the reverse switch up on us?
Yeah,
calling in, they are British, but they're trying to do a bad version of their own accent to fake us out.
Yeah, his name is Mr. T from some place that rhymes with that in England.
From London Tea?
Londony.
Londony?
Some fucking place. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. They're all named something Shireton Townville.
Some mythical land with castles.
Mythical land.
Well, guys, join in on the fun. That's 1-804 Bad Boys, please. 1-804 Bad Boys. That's 1-804-223-2697, and we will play it next week. Give us your thoughts and accents. But let's jump into how things are going. I'm Max Kaiser. This is Ben Overset. This is Reality Alert Podcast. So we get to Demi and Ollie. Yeah, we were talking about this. Demi has to leave Post-it notes to remind him to leave the toilet seat down. These grown men, it's interesting because didn't Ollie say that he like grew up with a bunch of sisters?
Yeah,
like
four sisters. Yeah. Oh boy. Maybe he had his own bathroom.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they forced him to go outside.
I just don't get how at this point, like you're in your third. Like, I mean, I guess maybe he got used to living alone and he's never like lived with a woman for a long time. That could also be, you know.
Maybe after they had to snake the toilet for socks.
Oh,
he was forced to go into the outhouse in the back.
Yeah.
And he was banished there forever.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Things are getting tense between Freddie and Kat, Ben, because Freddie is so funny and Kat gets jealous because she can't think of jokes as good as him.
I know. That's exactly what I was thinking too while I was watching.
Yeah.
It. I was like, this is just pure jealousy. I mean, he's riffing them right and left, literally crushing. Literally.
Remember when he asked, "Do you have these shoes in size 11?" I was rolling on the floor laughing.
My knees are red because I was slapping him so hard.
I'm crying right now. I'm still laughing about it. Yeah. And it also comes tension. She asks if Freddie would be involved in her shopping, and he says, "No, I would probably just hang around." She doesn't like that. This could ruin the engagement
ruin it all.
if he doesn't go shopping with her.
Now that he can't do bits while he's shopping with her, what's the point?
I know. He said he might just sit on the couch with all of the other men. I cannot believe this.
That's crazy.
He should be seriously involved in her shopping at all times.
Yeah, he should. Yep.
Come
he should
on.
be invested in every single piece of her clothing.
I know. He should have a phone up comparing prices. He should be looking at fabric samples. Come on.
I like that.
Yes. And then he pets her.
I'm not a dog. Please stop stroking me like a dog. I'm not a dog. Okay.
She really has to tell him multiple times that she's not a dog. I really wasn't thinking about this before, but guys, is Catherine a dog?
Are you saying is Kat a dog?
Oh. Seriously, is she a dog? Listen to this.
I'm not a dog. Please stop stroking me like a dog. I'm not a dog. Okay.
I'm not a dog, okay?
The way she keeps saying she's not makes me sound like she is.
Yeah. Is Kat a dog? Leave us a voicemail at we need to know. I'm concerned. And stroking is so good. She says, "Don't stroke me."
Do you like to stroke your boyfriend?
These people and stroking. Ollie and Demi, they go to the grocery store to cook dinner for Demi's friends. Ollie is so distracted by everything. He's like a kid in a candy store. Look at this lemon. Look at this. You know, it's just she's pulling him all over the place.
Yeah.
And I know
they're gonna make tacos as the British Bake Off would.
Yeah, and then I learned, you know, that I think they're setting up the ADHD storyline here. That's Ollie's story today.
Yes,
and then
his big character arc.
They talk about it like in the UK. Is this not like a widespread thing? Like they do it like
they talk about it like it's like a serious disease.
But they talk about it like a PSA that nobody has ever heard before. It's like when they the pods. It's like when they explain the pods to people, and people are like, "What is this experiment? What is going on?" And I'm like, "Do people in the UK not know what ADHD is?" He's like, "It's called a hyperactivity disorder." And I'm like, "We know, we know what it is. We know what ADHD is."
What? What is that?
Yeah. But yeah, Bobby and Jasmine eat dinner, and he's like, "I've been really good at my phone usage. Okay, the parent locks that you've put on here have really been working for me."
Ever since you called every single person in my contacts list, I haven't been on my phone at all.
Yeah. Jasmine says she's been a little insecure about his social media, and she brings up his music video, which makes her a little jealous. He says it was a couple years ago though, but she's like, I used to be one of those girls that would say, "Whose picture did you like? Who did you just follow on Instagram?" And she doesn't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
But could you? Because that would be really fun for the show.
It would be really great. It would be really great.
He says that it's up to him to reassure her and make sure that she's comfortable in her insecurity.
That's your responsibility.
Yeah, it's not her to find it within herself to be, less jealous all the time.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
He should constantly be like a dog on the floor with a leash around his neck.
Yeah.
And being a good little boy for her.
Demi and Ollie have vegan nachos. Boring. Catherine and Freddie, they go to Freddie's home. Do you think that he sleeps in a coffin in the basement, and that's why there's no door? The doors aren't on the hinges, and everything is undecorated.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And
I think he's just busted the doors down every time he comes in, with his vampire-like strength.
Okay, so how this house isn't bougie? It's nice that he has a house, but it's not decorated. The doors aren't on the hinges.
Yeah, I would say that a house with doors not on the hinges is not bougie.
There's a glittery mirror, but it's not hung up. The house is not decorated.
Right.
It's impressive that he owns a house at 32, but everything else is weird. It's very
weird. The lighting in there was creepy too. It was all around very bizarre.
So there are allegations that Cat is a dog. No, well, that's true. But there's also allegations that Cat is very bougie, right? Well, she tells him that she says that she respects Freddie more because this house is very bougie for a funeral director.
For a funeral director.
Yeah, but just saying that
exactly was she what do you think she was picturing coming into it? What a funeral director's home looks like.
She did see a spider.
Haunted house on top of a hill?
Yeah. I think that people don't understand that funeral directors can make good money.
Yeah.
But I also think that his job is like a joke to her. She's like, spooky bodies. Yeah, but her thinking that it's bougie, I'm like, I don't think she's as bougie as people say she is, because this house is weird.
A weird house.
Turn on the hinges.
It is a spooky house, in my opinion.
Yeah, but she also lives with her parents, so I'm sure anything is better than that to her. She's like, I could live anywhere as long as there's a door. There's the front door is on the hinges, and maybe the back door. And Freddie is good security. He's a cheese grater.
It's fantastic.
Maria and Tom, they talk about meeting her family, and she says she's proud to be a Muslim, and she says, we cannot be full on PDA in front of my mom. And he says, but I want to show you how much I love you. I want to show them how much I love you.
I want to stick my tongue in your mouth in front of your mom, okay?
How else can I show you? I want to show you and them how much I love you. They should have just gone full on. Come on.
Yeah. Please.
Demi, Ollie explains to us what ADHD is. No, I mean, it is serious, but it was just
it is.
But it was just like, we know. Maybe some people don't know in the rest of the world. That's what I felt.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
but I feel like it's been in the, I've known about it since I was like a little kid.
Yeah, since I was like 2.
The only thing that's really changed is that I feel like they used to just call it ADD instead of ADHD.
Yeah, and then it became there was like ADD and ADHD, and then it just all became ADHD. Yeah. Benaiah sages the apartment. I think he thinks that the spirit of Sam is in there and haunting them.
Yeah.
He'll do anything.
Okay.
Freddie and Catherine, they go to Bolton and they meet this is when I was writing down family names. They meet Freddie's sister, Betsy Dora. His mom, Wendy. We get a new mom named Wendy, and his brother, Jack, and Bobby the puppy. And I missed his dad's name, and that's when I stopped writing down family names. I was
as long as you got Bobby the puppy.
Yeah, that's all I cared about. Catherine apparently went to ballet school. I think she's the first dancer we've ever had from Love is Blind.
The only one.
The only dancer. I don't think anybody's even talked about dance before.
Nope. Not once.
Apparently all the old ladies on the street are thirsty for Freddie. They come out and they go, I hope that you will be my funeral director when I die next year.
Yeah, you can embalm me, boy. Embalm the fuck out of me, Daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy, glue my eyes open, Daddy.
You can cremate me in that oven, boy.
That's how they cackle him.
Freddie asked Jack to be his best man. That's very sweet. That was a sweet moment. We like sweet moments.
That was very cute. Yes.
Yes. And I didn't go, oh, but this is for like, attention and their marriage isn't going to work out. I was like, oh, this is just nice.
By the way, I liked it when Freddie's mom says the thing we all love about Freddie is how faithful and loyal.
Yeah.
And then Freddie goes, and then Catherine goes, grinding her teeth.
And then she goes, Tom and Maria meet Maria's family. They say Maria's getting married is a hard pill to swallow. Sabrina and Steven, they meet Steven's old school bezies. His bezies and his bezies.
That's a new one.
I know. He has a lot of.
They were mates, but these are bezies.
He has a lot of slang that is new to me. And his youngest brother, his one friend says this is crazy and silly, and his other friend says this is bonkers. Wow. Finally, some true perspective in here. Some honest.
We're learning so much about their culture. Yeah. But I bet they don't know things like Giat and Riz, right?
I like how you say Giat. Yacht.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Rhymes with yacht.
I'll apologize to the next 8-year-old I see.
Thank you. Apparently they aren't in a what are we talking? Apparently these two aren't in a rush to move in with each other, and they're keeping both of their apartments. This is what I'm trying to figure out what the plan is. I thought we were going all in on London.
Yeah, that was the plan. I don't know what's going on.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Now we're between London and Belfast, which is actually probably a reasonable thing to do because it's kind of hard just to like bail out of an apartment. So, it would be a little difficult. But now they're going to split the time. Well, I don't know. Your family and stuff. I understand.
How far is it? Plane ride, hour and a half? 2 hours?
Probably. I don't think it's that far.
It's not that bad.
No. But her mom says the Irish Sea is between them. The Irish Sea.
Wow. Yeah. That's no joke.
No. Catherine and Freddie. Freddie's family. Apparently, Freddie was a beautiful baby who was fat like a sumo wrestler.
Wow.
He's a beautiful young boy. Even his grandmother says how he has a sexy mouth.
It's true.
Oh my God, that will never not be funny.
I'm not a little kid.
I'm always picturing him on the xylophone.
Always. Freddie's sister challenges him to think, is Catherine good enough for you? You know, is she? Is she not bougie enough? Has she gotten all of her shots? You know, is she?
I will say the energy completely shifts the second that the sister says this to Freddie between the couple. Like from here on forth, it's no longer Freddie trying to prove himself to Catherine. It feels like it's the other way around.
Oh, definitely.
It's bizarre how the shift happens.
He's just like, you need to change yourself for me and stop being so annoying.
Yes.
It's a big thing that happens. He also...
You need to stop being a cute little puppy that I want to stroke all the time. Thank you.
I think that they have a discussion with him about finances, and they go like, don't be an idiot. You have way more assets than her. You need to get a prenuptial agreement.
You need to make sure you get all the bodies and that shit.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. But I mean, it just really seems like so much changes after the family visit. I just think the family really kind of knocked some sense into him.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah, because clearly it's not a good relationship. And also, when you have so much more assets than someone and you met them for 4 weeks, just agreeing to be like, oh, yeah, we'll split everything 50-50 is kind of
he probably relayed all the jokes from the clothing store to his sister and said she didn't laugh at a single one. And then that's when the sister said prenup.
Yeah. She didn't laugh at
she didn't laugh at the size 11.
You whipped out the size 11 and she didn't like it?
Prenup.
She's a literal she didn't want to be stroked. That's crazy.
It would be a red flag for me. I'm just saying.
Tom and Maria's family. For some reason, people like to bring up their issues in front of the family, probably brought on by producers. They talk about how Tom is judgmental. But when it comes to Tom's private chat with Maria's sister and his mom, he gets the blessing. They like him. Tom's in.
My only note for this whole interaction was the family is crying over her marrying a boring guy. That's all I wrote.
We can't believe this.
He's so boring.
He's so boring.
How are we going to do this?
We can't do it. As long as he pays for ice cream, though, everything will be okay. Please pay for the ice cream. He better pay for ice cream.
The ice cream helps with the boring.
If he doesn't pay for that ice cream, this will be a total disaster. Benaya and Nicole discuss proper etiquette when greeting parents. Do you handshake the dad and hug the mom? Do you do both? Benaya cannot figure it out, you know?
Well, in Britain, they're supposed to do a curtsy and a
bow. That was my understanding.
And they're supposed to get the trumpet out and do the...
And then they hand a sword and they're supposed to be fake knighted, you know, for at least the day. Yeah. And then they have to go to a jousting match before they eat. And then they eat wings with their hands. A la medieval times. I don't understand.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I thought this was established. I thought we all knew.
Yeah, there's
it's really weird.
A jester comes out and entertains them. There's a whole thing that happens, and I don't understand why it's not.
Right. Then they eat their big turkey legs. It's really
yes. Fun. She just casually drops to her parents that they're getting married, and her parents are like, well, we can't stop you, so just be safe. And I just think the weirdest thing about this is that right after it, we get a trailer for the episodes that are coming up next.
Yeah, yeah.
Was there supposed to be
the one before the new batch?
Yeah, were they supposed to drop this in a different sequence? But
then I wondered that too. Yeah.
Very odd.
Very weird. Very, very weird.
I was like, why are we getting it? Were they worried that we were going to stop watching?
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, all right, we got to keep them watching somehow. Freddie and Catherine go to Buckingham Palace finally.
Oh my God. How exciting.
Finally, the king is represented. Nicole and Benaya eat a big croissant, and she says she wants to close her chapter with Sam and give him back the ring and bracelet. Well, Benaya doesn't like this because he thinks Sam is disrespectful, but she says it's part of our story and I need to take this head on. And Benaya says, I won't stop you, but I want to protect you from being hoodwinked. Wow. What do you think, Ben? Who's right? Who's wrong?
I think Benaya is being a little cuckoo.
Being a little cuckoo, Benaya. Judgment doesn't look, jealousy doesn't look good on you, Benaya.
She just wants to give back the ring that production purchased.
Yeah, okay. And his lucky smelly bracelet, okay?
What's the big deal?
He's like really threatened by Sam. He thinks that Sam has magical powers that cannot be defeated.
Oh, he does.
And it's like Sam is always going to exist, whether you like it or not.
He does say he does have magical powers. He gets you to say Sam 3 times and then you're married to him.
It's true.
He's just like you know who, you know.
Oh yeah, we cannot say Beetlejuice. Oh God,
Max.
No, we can't go down this road again.
I'm Peter Pan. I'm just a big kid.
I am. Maria and Tom. He's concerned that his mom is uncomfortable with the experiment. Apparently, she's not coming to the wedding. And Maria says, do you feel that this will impact what will happen on the day? And he says, yes. His mom being sane about the experiment could affect the wedding.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good excuse to get out of things, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you should always keep that in your pocket.
Just saying you're crazy for going on a show and doing this?
No, just being like, oh, my mom doesn't approve and she's not coming to the wedding, so I can't marry you.
Yeah, it's all her fault.
Yeah. And I feel like family members are always good for excuses. Like, they'll let you do it. They'll be like, oh, just use me, you know? Use me as to why you can't go. Just say I'm sick or something. So
100%, yes.
So yeah, like she would be cool with it. So just use your mom. He should just use his mom if he decides not to marry Maria, which 100%. I don't think he should. He should not do it. But
he should not what?
He should not marry her. Their values are different.
They seem way different.
Yeah. I don't think he wants to be the provider. I think he wants to be with somebody who works as much as he does.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah,
but no, I'm not. I'm going to save it for our Patreon.
Okay.
Predictions. We do predictions.
Yes. Ollie and Demi. Yeah, the sock ends up in the toilet. You know, I think your theory about the cum rag makes sense.
Yes, 100%.
Or he's also a dog and he puts things in the toilet like a dog. Him and Catherine could both be animorphs.
That could be
morph into dogs.
I could see him with a head in his toilet, just, you know, chugging away.
Yeah. You know, in Harry Potter, there are those professors that would turn into animals. So they could be like those type of wizards. You know, that's very possible. So they could turn into dogs. So that's
cool. Yeah.
That's what British people do. You know,
turn himself into a sock.
Yeah, he could have been the sock
in the toilet.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing Ollie and the sock in the toilet in the same frame. So that's something that we'll have to investigate too. The couples.
Do you remember in Harry Potter? Do you remember Dobby's really big hit single? You've got the body of a wizard. Do you remember that?
You got the body of a wizard. Well, I thought you were going to talk about the fact that Harry Potter gives Dobby a sock, and that's what frees him. And then he's given a sock, and then he's no longer. I was like, Ben, deep cut.
That's so fucking stupid.
I know. He gives him a sock. I'm pretty sure it's been a while.
And people are like, Dobby, he died.
Yeah, that was a big deal. It was sad in the books. Okay.
It was so bad in the movies. Oh my god.
You don't know what it's like to read over years.
He's my
Okay?
little Dobby.
When you read over years, when you know Dobby since you were a child.
See, I didn't read the books when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's different.
Conservative upbringing. They didn't let me read them. I watched the movies as an adult. I'm watching this, and when Dobby dies, I say good. Good.
You don't believe in the liberation?
Fuck Dobby. I don't
Look,
like that little shit at all.
Harry Potter took his cum rag out of the toilet
and
gave it to Dobby, and he freed him.
It's probably what killed him. Something like that.
Freed him. It was only time before we got to Harry Potter. You know, the really big part of British culture. And Tom and we get to the couples get together. Everybody noticed that Demi is happier. They say the body language is languaging. Are they?
I agree. They do. It does seem like a full 180 for these two.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was possible, especially just because people aren't around to just be like nitpicking their relationship and criticizing.
Jasmine's not there to call every contact in his phone, so
that's what I felt like. I was like,
for a second,
how do they even have a chance if everyone's just being like, your body language is weird? He's not doing this. It's like, well, how when you're under a microscope, how do you even have a chance to like develop your relationship? You know.
Your body language is weird. You have the body of a dancer. Bobby, we get it. We get it, Bobby.
And now it's like everybody was being like, they have problems, we don't. Let's focus on their problems. And now it's like everybody else's problems are appearing. And it's like, well, what are Demi and Ollie's problems? It's like their problems was that like they needed time to like warm up into their relationship, which isn't really that big of a deal.
No, like when they ended up, actualizing their Papa Shot competition at the arcade, I was like, this is pretty cute.
It was cute. Yeah.
I was like, I can't believe that this relationship has come full force to this moment now where I'm like, I think they're the strongest fucking couple of all of them.
Well, that's what I was thinking when they were in Greece. I was like, and I was actually thinking about this. I was like, well, it would be weird for some people to like, talk blindly and then you actually meet and you're like kind of like not super outgoing and then you're like having to meet each other. Like
the experiment is absurd. Yes.
Yeah.
We have to continually remind ourselves of such things.
Yeah, I know. We're like so used to it. Like, that's why I think some people like these people are like so genuine and trying to make connections. And I'm like, okay, but we have to remember everybody they're on a TV. They're on a TV show. They just met and they're getting married in 4 weeks and they met blindly. Like, this is crazy. We have to remember that this is a nuts decision. We're so used to it because we watch like 10 seasons of Love is Blind now. Like, we're used to it. Remember when the show first came out and we were like, who would do this? Like, it's not normal. We can't normalize this.
Yes.
We have to stop it.
Our brains have been wired by Love is Blind and 90 Day Fiance and Ultimatum.
I know. We're like totally normal. Totally normal. Tom and Benaya. So this is interesting because Maria later tells this story like they were out to ice cream, but Tom says it was at breakfast, but it doesn't really matter. Tom says they're out to breakfast and she said that she would pay for it. And he said, thanks. And then she was short with him and told him she believes in the initial courtship phase that men should pay for everything and that she would feel embarrassed to be seen to pay for something.
Wow. So Tom failed the test.
Yes.
He was tested. And
that's another thing. It's like you weren't even forthcoming about it. You were like, you were testing him.
Weird and a big red flag in my opinion.
Yeah, it's giving him
you're testing your partner like that, huge red flag.
Yeah, it's like you're not even being like, I want you to pay for this, which would be a huge turn off for me. It's the whole thing is very weird.
Yeah. Luring him in. Entrapment.
Yeah.
Yeah. The $1.50 for Christ's sakes. Like, what are we talking here?
He needs to prove that he can provide ice cream. Okay, he needs to prove it. Aaron and Joannis from the pods show up, and Ollie looks happier than he did at the reveal. He is so stoked to see them. He is like really stoked. Catherine and Maria talk. Catherine is really frustrated that Freddie is so silly and isn't affectionate. Apparently, Freddie told Catherine that if she walked past him naked, he probably wouldn't even notice. Why would you say that?
That's a stupid thing to say.
Freddie.
Well, it's because he sees naked bodies every day, I think.
That's true. Actually, that's kind
while
of
he's
fair.
embalming them.
Yeah, it's just biology to me.
I honestly could see how his brain is wired that way.
Yeah. Tom and Benaya talk. Benaya says he doesn't want to see Sam because if there's an ounce of disrespect towards Nicole, he will not be able to hold back what he wants to say. And what he says is so good. He really gets
Yeah,
Sam.
just you wait.
Just you wait. He eviscerates him. Tom brings up that he has a really strong connection with Nicole. I think Benaya talks about it. I think he's like, you have a really strong connection with Nicole. Maybe don't, lose your mind about this. But too late.
Nope.
No.
It's happening, baby.
Ollie says another girl could not catch his interest. Well, changes a little bit when Natasha and Charlotte show up because Ollie goes, who is that? She is mad attractive.
And then it was weird. He started going,
he freaks out. Freddie looks over too. And then Tasha's there and Tom is beaming. Ollie immediately
really excited to see Tasha.
Yeah.
Let
Really.
me ask you something, Tasha. Let me ask you something. If we were to go get ice cream, would you pay for it?
Would you test me? Sam shows up and Catherine instantly says that Sam looks like her ex-boyfriend and says it to Freddie too.
Says it a lot, many
says
times.
No, not as much as Freddie says Charlotte is nice and attractive, okay? He says it twice. He says, well, he doesn't say it twice. He says nice and attractive. And that really upsets
That's
Catherine.
really fucked up what he said.
Yeah.
That's really fucked up.
He says she's attractive twice.
Wow.
In response. These two, they're not going tit for tat, right?
Castrate this boy.
Benaya and Sam, they shake hands and Sam says, we'll talk. And Benaya says, yeah, maybe. And this upsets Sam. Sam is just here because he's
just a boy.
Yeah, he's peaceful.
They won't even serve him alcohol there. He's just a boy in love.
Yeah, he's drinking milk.
He's drinking milk.
He's drinking milk. That's what they're serving him. Sam and Ollie, Sam doesn't understand why Benaya won't talk, and Ollie finally tells him, people think you're not genuine. And that's when Sam says, I'm just really happy for both of them, and I just want to wish them well, Nicole and Benaya. I'm really into their relationship.
Man, Sam is such a good guy.
He's a good guy.
He's such a good guy.
Well, Sam and Nicole have a chat. And he says, was it a mistake and was I misled? Or did you always know Benaya was the one for you? And Nicole says, I loved you in the pods, but we just weren't right. And this is when we learn that Sam says, yeah, I remember you wanted to be physical with me and I said no, which I'm quite proud of because I was a gentleman.
What a piece of work.
I just like that he really wanted to make that clear for us.
Yeah, he had that in the pocket, ready to go.
He was like, they need to know.
They need to know. I am going to totally expose this woman for wanting to sleep with her fiance. Gotcha.
And I didn't want to.
I didn't want to do it because I'm a good guy. I'm just a happy
good guy.
I'm just a happy little Peter Pan.
I was going to be a loyal fiance and she ended it. So what is the time? My understanding of the way that Love is Blind worked was always, okay, so they do the proposal and the reveal and then they're separated and then they see each other again in Mexico.
Yes.
But for this, it seems that they did the proposal and then they went back to Sam's place in London?
Really weird.
Or did
I didn't understand the timeline either. It made no sense to me.
Well, in Instagram, it says, I thought the first time they were alone together was on the excursion. So maybe they did make it to Greece. That would make more sense. I thought he said something like my place, though, but I could be wrong.
So like they had a Kyle and Shayna situation where Shayna like up and left on like night 1.
Why
maybe.
wouldn't we see that, though?
Yeah, why not? That's great entertainment.
Yeah. So it makes me think that this stuff happened off camera.
So weird. So weird.
Yeah. Oh no, comment says, no, I'm agreeing with you, Max. It didn't seem like they went to Greece. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they went to Greece. So the timeline is very weird. Like why would they have time alone? Like the filming, maybe there was a break, like so they had time to get to know each other not there. That's just normally not the case. I really want to know like what happened, how they were able to
how big was the window in between to when
yeah.
Yeah.
Very strange. Nicole says the way we express things are different. Like I'm more physical, and Sam goes, "Wait, but you like broke up with me because we didn't like have sex?" And she goes, "No, it was just missing." Sam, you should have put out. You could have been on the show more. Okay,
you put out, Sam.
You fucked up. She gives him the ring and the bracelet back because she says it's weighing on her relationship. I think it was smart to do that. Benaya, it would have been good to keep that. I think she did the right move.
She could have just tossed it in the trash.
That's true. That probably would have been better.
Yeah. I mean, it's a stinky old bracelet.
That's true. She could have fed it to Ollie or to Catherine.
There you go.
Yeah. She tells Sam that she wonders if he's misunderstood. Is Sam a misunderstood guy? Is he just a little misunderstood?
Well, was Peter Pan misunderstood?
I think so.
I think by Hook, he was.
Yeah.
By the pirates, he was. Even by Rufio, he was at the beginning.
I think Robin Williams was misunderstood too.
I think he was too. He's a very depressed man.
Nicole and Benaya. Nicole says we had a good discussion and we agreed with what we had in the pods was real. And this freaks out Benaya. He's like, I keep telling you he wasn't genuine. Get it into your head. He talks shit about you, woman. Listen to me.
He literally just brainwashed you. Yeah. How much life insurance did you just buy? Huh?
He's evil.
How much?
Yeah. It concerns Benaya how quickly she came around to him being a nice guy again. Well, he was doing magic and hypnotism and stuff. He was doing Jedi mind tricks.
Yeah, that's true.
Neverland pixie dust. Okay?
That's right. They've got wizards in the UK.
Stuff. Yeah.
Hogwarts, things like that.
Catherine is mad at Freddie, so she flirts with Sam. Although she says she's not flirting. It just came off that way. Even though she asks if she can have the ring that Sam gave to Nicole because it's bigger than the one she got, which she calls a knuckle duster. And she says, if you're ever in town, I'll hit you up, Sam.
This is not a good look.
Healthy relationship, Freddie and Catherine. We could all.
I really think Catherine really wants to fuck Sam. I mean, that's just my
he looks just
honest
like
take on this scene.
He looks just like her ex, so why not?
You think her ex was watching this with a big smile on his face?
Well, it's weird because whenever her and Freddie want to make love, he tells her just to lie there like a corpse, which is very, a little weird.
Don't blink. Don't blink.
He also turns the AC up really high, so her body's really frigid. So the whole thing's very odd.
And he also has one of those Murphy beds that comes out, but instead it comes out like you pull.
Oh,
it
like a
out.
drawer. Yeah.
And so he asks her to get in there.
Yeah.
Inside the
In the
drawer,
bed.
and then he pulls her out. Yeah.
A drawer Murphy bed would be sick.
That is kind of cool. Yeah.
That is kind of cool. Freddie and Aaron talk. I feel like Aaron is kind of like a counselor or like a priest in these moments. He's kind of like becomes a spiritual advisor.
Mm.
He says he wants Catherine to be pure for Freddie because he's concerned for him. He tells Freddie, you need to be sure about marriage. So if something is pissing you off, say it. He feels like a priest here. You know, Catherine should be pure for you. So speak your mind, speak your heart.
Now let's pray.
No, let's pray. Let's get down to it. But make sure she's pure.
What does that mean?
Here's some holy water to sprinkle on her. I have no fucking idea. Tom and Tash. Tom tells us in confessional that she's more glamorous than he thought she would be. He tells her he thought she'd be more geeky. Did he think she'd have like glasses and like pudding in her hair or something? Like, what did he think? I don't know. Is that what geeks do? Do they put pudding in their hair?
Yeah. Well, they ride in on their brooms and they've got their little wands. You know.
Yeah.
I'm House Hufflepuff.
Yes. They came in from playing Quidditch, but not like the magical kind, like the kind that they play like in the park.
Right in the park where they're running around on it.
With the brooms in between their legs.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I know. It's not.
They used to have a daily one of those in Prospect Park in Brooklyn.
I know.
Every time I'd walk in that park, I'd see them doing it.
I guess it's good to exercise.
It is good to exercise, yeah.
Tosh tells Tom he's more put together. So here's the thing. Tosh tells him that she still has so much love for him and that, you know, when she had fallen in love for him, she meant it. But Tom did tell her that him and Maria are not 100%.
Whoa.
You know? So I feel like he did kind of like open the door for...
He does a little,
for Natasha to like open her heart to him.
Yes. Yeah. And then the ultimate, you know, the nail in the coffin, so to speak, was when she pulled out an ice cream cone and gave it to him.
Yeah.
Said, here, I bought this for you with my own money.
Yeah. He even tells us after this conversation that he's on the fence about Maria. Like, he doesn't seem very into it. I mean, edit-wise, the more somebody's on the fence, the more I think they're going to get married. But
yeah, well, yeah, and that's the thing is, I don't know. You go from this to like them at the tuxedo shop, and he's talking about like how much he misses her and everything, and I'm just like, I don't know what's with this guy. He's hot and cold here. You know?
Yeah.
Who knows?
So we get to Benaya and Sam, and Benaya says, I think you are disingenuous and you had ill intentions going into this experiment, and I can't just give you a hug. I will not hug you.
I challenge you to a duel. That's when Benaya shows him he takes off his prosthetic hand and reveals a hook. It was meant to be.
Sam tries to talk, but Benaya won't even let him for a while. Sam says, eventually, you are so hung up on this. You know, it's just clear that Benaya just cannot let it go. And Sam's like, what is going? Like, I got over this, okay? You know, it's been.
I was a gentleman.
I was a gentleman, okay. And then
I sold 2 life insurance policies and my old Audi. So
do you think he was always going to reveal that Nicole wanted to sleep with him and he said no?
Oh, you mean like even dating back to the moment that it happened?
No.
Purposely...
I meant just during this conversation. Like, was he always going to tell Benaya that Nicole tried to sleep with him?
Yes. It felt very forced.
Yeah. But I mean, Benaya was just being so annoying. Like, okay, how can I get him to shut up? Okay, well, No, but yeah, it was very planned.
It very was.
He was getting his camera time. He was being disingenuous with ill intentions.
He did have ill intentions. Yeah.
Yeah. I did like when Benaya walked away.
That guy's Hollywood.
He's Hollywood, just like me. We're both actors on the show.
Wow.
That guy's Hollywood.
He thinks Benaya is disingenuous.
Wow.
Who's the most disingenuous? The next morning, Tom tells Maria that Natasha dropped the L-bomb. He kind of puts all of the blame on Natasha, being like, oh, I felt really uncomfortable with our conversation because she really opened up to me and like, you're my fiance. So, I'm going to close that door now because she was acting so inappropriately.
Yeah. Just don't watch the show when it comes out.
Yeah. Don't watch the show because it was so inappropriate. And it was all her.
You're not going to want to watch it. That's how inappropriate it was.
Yeah. Don't do it. Benaya and Nicole, Benaya is like, when I talked to Sam, he was saying unnice sexual things about you. Nicole's like, can we just move forward? Please.
She's so over it. My God.
I know.
At this point, Benaya's going to talk himself out of the marriage.
Yep. Sabrina and Steven, they go to Northern Ireland. She talks about how her family might grill him because she has terrible taste in men. Like all red flags, like really, really bad. Like really bad.
This was interesting. Maybe perhaps one of the first interesting things about this couple.
I would be like him. I'd be like, am I a bad guy?
Yeah, I know.
Am I a red flag? What's wrong with me?
Where do I fit in this sequence?
They do a lot of introspection. Like look in the mirror and go, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
What's going to happen to me?
And she's like, oh, well, they'll tell you. They'll tell you what's wrong with you. Don't worry.
Demi and Alia, they meet Demi's family at the bowling alley. I just want to say they call bumpers sides, I think.
I know. Sides?
I think they end up putting them up, but in the beginning they decide to play sides down. What are they, 5 years old? Who plays with bumpers when you're adults?
Maybe it's a UK thing. Maybe they all play with bumpers.
But I don't think, I was watching that. I don't think they were playing with bumpers when they were older.
Us Americans, we bowl the right way, baby.
Yeah.
And we raw dog it.
We raw dog it right into the gutter.
Bumpers right into the gutter.
Sabrina and Steven meet her sister, her mom, and her friend. They are concerned about things until Sabrina says they both use highlighters. And then they know that everything is going to be perfect.
Wow.
Highlighters. That's how you know.
Very cute.
Yeah. Those
That's
neon
one of the
highlighters.
best cutes I've ever heard.
That you can't argue against highlighters. But Steven gets the blessing. Very important blessing. You got to get that blessing or the marriage is cursed.
That's true. Yep.
Demi and Ollie, they're still bowling. Ollie dominates, and her dad says if Demi is happy, then he's happy. And Demi seems happy. Things are going well for Ollie and Demi. We'll see how they end up.
Yeah.
Catherine and Freddie, this is where he's about to bring it up, but she says, yeah, you want me to stop being sassy and bossy, you won't shut up about it. And she explains that this is because she was adopted, so she had to learn to be fiery.
It's a good card to pull out whenever you want, right?
Yeah, I also thought that it was gonna be because she was raised in foster care, or she lived in an orphanage or something, but we learned from her parents that she was adopted at 11
months. Yeah.
11 weeks.
Oh, weeks. Oh,
yes.
Wow. But those first 11 weeks were so traumatizing that she became an asshole as a result.
I mean, I know that maybe when you learn I'm looking at it, when you learn you're adopted, or maybe other kids can learn that you're adopted and make fun of you.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. It's just no excuse to be rude to people, though.
Yes.
Freddie, yeah, he says if we get married, you'll be entitled to my money. And will you be offended if I put something in place so that if I die, the house will go to my sister? I think he could have phrased this better.
Yeah, he could have. He could have.
But I think it's pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
I think
Dave, you'll get all my butler money. Don't worry.
I think that there's a way to draft it up so it's like fair. And I think that there's a way to be like, look, for now it's like this, but like if in a few years we're still together, like I'll do a post-nup or something like that. But
yes.
I just think like you have to understand, like it'd be crazy to be like, all my assets will go to you 50-50 and we met in like 4 weeks. Like
it really is one of the more sane things that is ever done on this show. I feel like it's maybe been done once or twice.
Yeah.
On Love is Blind before this, but it's a very, I think, reasonable thing after knowing someone for only a couple months.
Less, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
to like fully get married and put pen to paper. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he owns a house and like he has a brother with special needs, and like the family could really use the money, and they don't know Catherine that well, and I'm sure they told him, they were like, look, like, you don't know what her true intentions are. Like,
this isn't to say though that like Catherine's friends say this makes it seem like he has doubts. I will say that is also, I agree with that too.
No, that's true. I think
it's both.
Yeah, I think it makes it seem like he has doubts, but they also say like it screws you, and I think it does a little bit. But they say like there's no way to like change a prenup. Like I looked it up to make sure that like
no, you can.
I looked it up to change, like there's no way to change a prenup, but you can make a postnuptial agreement, and that is possible in British law. I looked it up, and prenups aren't as common in the UK, but like they clearly exist because he's talking about one. Right. They're a thing, and he's used to this type of thing probably coming up in his work because like the division of assets after somebody dies comes up a lot when people go to funeral homes.
Sure.
So he's probably more realistic about this than other people are.
Yes.
But yeah.
You don't think it comes up a lot at his other job?
Hey, it could. He goes to Hindu, so she does say, if you don't want to get married, just tell me. He's like, well, I want to stay on the show. I don't want to just tell you no. We have a few more episodes. This is really good promotion for my funeral director.
Funeral home. Yeah.
Maybe one day I can own my own funeral home. Benaya and Nicole. His mom and sister come over. They immediately are like, when Benaya came to Germany, it's like, okay, so we also had time to leave the pods.
He's a nomad.
Go to Germany, come back to London, see Nicole, and then they had time to go to Greece.
Max, they have high-speed railways in Europe. This is just something we don't understand as Americans because we can't get cross-country fast.
They
can get there like that.
Also, Germany isn't in the UK. He shouldn't have been allowed to go.
That's true. Yeah.
Or if you leave the UK, you're out of the show. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. They immediately get into how Benaya was when he came back, though. He couldn't eat. He couldn't speak. He couldn't breathe. He had to be put in a bubble.
Life isn't the same.
He was ruined.
I can't even nomad anymore. I can't even I can't even wander.
No. Nicole apologizes and says it wasn't good with Sam. They take her in. Benaya, of course, has to talk about how Sam was a piece of shit, but his family agrees. You know what? We need to move on, Benaya. You need to shut the fuck up about Sam.
Everybody's getting really annoyed.
Yeah, you need to find something else to talk about. You need new interests. Freddie and
you need to change pretty much everything.
Yeah, the nomading, the Sam thing, it's trite. Freddie and Catherine, they meet Catherine's friends, and when one asks what his job is, and he says funeral director, Catherine cannot help but laugh. She thinks it is so funny.
It's really silly.
It
All
tickles
this
her.
death in the world. You
Yeah,
know,
she just
it's really
thinks
goofy.
it is so good. Man, yeah. I think it would get tiring for him because he takes his job seriously. They ask him if he thinks Catherine is high maintenance, and he says, "Yeah, definitely." Can he just,
He's very honest.
yeah, can he tame that like a little bit? Craft the honesty, curb it.
Is he this honest as a funeral director?
Yeah, and then he's like, "Well, she's high maintenance, but it's my fault because I'm worried that I wouldn't satisfy her. It's
Yeah.
my fault." He's
I
never
like
dated.
how this conversation like turns into them once again like defending that they don't go to clubs that much. It's like it's not that much. It's not that much. It's like this is the same thing that Ollie was like, I don't want any part of this with Catherine. Remember?
I know it's
With the
hard.
surf thing. It's like, well, now with the amount of times that you're saying you don't, it's starting to make me think you do.
I know, but it's hard to tell like how much she really does because it's not like it came up. It's not like, oh, she was at that club last night. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
oh, like she wasn't around because she went there, or like this thing. Like I can't tell how bougie she actually is, or she's
But
like,
they call him a beans on toast kind of guy. And it's like he's one of those dancing butlers, Like if he's a beans on toast guy, then what does that make her?
so he's like beans on toast. I guess that means he's like more meat and potatoes, and I guess that she likes to go for like fancy brunches and stuff.
Yeah.
But she doesn't care what kind of guy he is. But I guess he wants somebody who's like plainer, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like she's like, we don't have to do everything together besides shopping. And
she's more of a poached egg kind of girl, not a
yeah. It's
on
Eggs Benedict, yes. I don't know. I just think they're obviously a bad match. It's just not a good match.
No.
He's especially frustrated, and she's like, but you're so hot. You're so hot. Please. And your house is so bougie. Just put the doors on.
Hang up that mirror, that glitter mirror.
Benaya and Nicole. Benaya talks to his mom, and she gives her a seal of approval. Nicole talks to the sister. She gives the seal of approval. But Benaya's sister does say that he's a nomad, and they never know when he'll be back. And she doesn't know if Nicole can change his lifestyle. He was born a rambling man, Ben.
Yeah,
you can't change that guy. You can't take the rambling soul out of him.
That's right. You can't take the Aya out of the Ben.
That's true. That's true. He's gonna have to house it.
He really sounds like Carmen Sandiego. This guy. Where is he? Where in the world?
Maybe
we don't
Carmen
know.
Sandiego was named Benaya the whole time. That's why she was so hard to find. Bobby and Jasmine. Before Bobby even meets Jasmine's mom, she warns him that growing up, she used to go through her call log, call every number, and if a boy picked up, block them and tell them to never speak to Jasmine again. Everybody's mom did this, right? This is normal.
Yeah,
behavior.
completely normal behavior.
Wow. Yeah, this.
I'd end up just having one contact in my phone. My mom. Yeah.
She's her best friend, though. This is best friend behavior. It's like sisters. This is what
Best
sisters
friends.
and-
Best friends do that. They call each number on each other's phone and make sure that it's not a guy.
They cock block their best friends.
Yeah.
This is what sisters and best friends do.
No, this was very disturbing. I felt very disturbed.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? But great for TV. Tom and Maria, they meet Tom's sisters. They explain the concept of Love is Blind to them, and all I can think of, like, has no one seen Love is Blind before? How does that make sense? It's a global super hit show. How has no one in the UK seen Love is Blind? It's shown everywhere. It's very popular. It's not like
Too busy watching football, probably.
We have listeners from across the world who have seen the show. It's shown everywhere. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And these two women are like the target demographic for the show. It's unbelievable they wouldn't at least know the concept of how it works. And they're like, so you didn't see each other? Like, what? Wake up. You live under a rock. Listen to Reality Alert.
It's true.
They bring up the disagreement for ice cream that they had, not breakfast. And Maria says in her culture, the man is seen as the provider for her and her children. So that's kind of the big thing here.
Yeah.
I do remember in the pods, she said she wanted more traditional roles.
Right. Yes.
But she wouldn't, so she wouldn't work for the first 2 years, but she wouldn't ever not work. Maybe like the makeup thing is more freelance. So like she wouldn't work like a lot, she's thinking, because she expects Tom to be like the real provider.
Yeah, I don't know. She must be freelance, right?
I don't know. I just don't think that Tom wants this based on what he said.
It seems like two very different types of people. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I know that this would not interest me. I would want more of a partnership. She says, then it comes up that they speak to Maria about moving into Tom's place, and she says she doesn't feel comfortable about paying someone else's mortgage because what if they split up after a few years? And I'm like, oh, that one makes sense though, because like, why are you paying a mortgage on like someone else's house, but like you don't get the house in your name?
Right.
Like that, you really have to work out. Like,
right. Well, it's the same thing with paying for the ice cream. It's like, why am I going to pay for it if it's just going to be in his stomach and his stomach acids are dissolving the ice cream? I get no return on that.
You know, Ben, that really helped me understand her more.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it until now.
Yeah.
Now I'm all in. They should get married.
Yep.
Perspective makes sense now. Catherine and Freddie. Catherine says in confessional, if there's no connection between Freddie and her parents, it's a deal break on both sides. Well, they connect and everything is wonderful. But Freddie does say that he needs to clarify his worries and things in his mind because he doesn't want to get divorced. He wants to be 100%. Well, if you want to be 100%, maybe don't get like engaged through a wall and married in 4 weeks. Pretty hard to be 100%.
Pretty difficult.
Do you think about it?
Nope.
No.
Just went for it.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Jasmine's mom, Marissa, comes over to awkwardly drink wine with them and interrogate them.
She is just as intense as I would have thought.
Yeah. And Bobby is trembling.
Now I know where Jasmine gets her good looks from.
Don't say that. Don't do that. No.
You should have said that she had the body of a dancer. I don't get it.
It might have been better than.
Now I know where Jasmine gets her good looks from.
Why? You know she's intense. Don't say that. Shut up. Just say hello and keep your fucking head down, man.
Yes, miss, I just want you to know that if you go through her phone, I am under Bobby. No secrets here.
She calls the number. Bobby's like, hello. My name is Bob Moran.
Hello. Barbara here.
Hello, I'm Barbara.
I've got the body of a dancer.
She asks Bobby, why do you think this is the girl for me? He gives generic answers, and Marissa does not like it. She says, I have mixed feelings. Do you see yourself together forever? She asks, how many girlfriends have you had? Bobby says, not that many serious relationships. Wrong, Bobby.
Oh, he failed.
Wrong.
Failure.
Just make up a number or something, or say.
Yeah. Just say you're a virgin.
Yeah, just come on. She asks about his education. He says he didn't go to university. She says sometimes it's difficult to communicate with an uneducated person.
That was crazy. I was like, damn, you're just going for it. My God.
That is savage. Yeah, she really went after him with that one. She just doesn't want to see Jasmine go through what she's gone for. She says she's very involved. She's always been involved. She's Jasmine's best friend. We talk like sisters. I told her to always tell me secrets before she tells her friends.
Because that's what best friends do. Best friends wouldn't go behind best friends' backs and tell secrets to other people and not me first.
Bobby really needs to understand that he's also marrying her mom.
100%.
And that she'll be part of like every conversation. Like Jasmine goes like, oh, like I'm gonna be talking like I don't want to tell you if we get in a fight over the dishwasher. And her mom was like, no, you have to. You have to tell me literally everything that happens.
She is going to be involved in everything.
Yeah, there's like it's too late now for her to deprogram herself.
She is going to be the first assistant director on his new music video.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah, this is oh god, this could be a deal breaker. This is tough. I would be like, why couldn't I have met your mom the second day before I developed feelings for you? Because this is frightening stuff.
It's very worrisome.
Yeah.
It's so bad of a situation that it would make anyone be like, I don't know if I can do this. I got to turn away from this.
Words of warning. Be very loyal.
She's gonna kill him if he cheats.
She's going to. Or if he gets in a fight with her over the dishwasher, he could also die.
That's true.
If he doesn't properly load the dishwasher with cups and bowls on top and plates on the bottom and maybe cutting boards,
Trouble's coming. Trouble's coming.
Don't ever lie to me. Don't ever lie to me.
Don't.
Wow.
But they both recognize that Marissa just means well, okay? She's interfering, but she means well. So it's all good.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
We get a dress shopping. I like Emma's short pantsuit. It reminds me of when LeBron wore one. Do you remember when he wore the suit with like the shorts and he had the briefcase and he closes it and walks out of the press conference?
The briefcase with nothing in it, but probably
an
apple or a banana.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. We learned that Marissa just got here from the Philippines yesterday and instantly saw Bobby. I thought that was interesting. Especially because she talked about like, oh, you're going to move like abroad potentially, but what about family? And I'm like, oh, is family in the Philippines? Did you want Jasmine to move back to the Philippines or do you have family in London? I'm interested about the family situation for Jasmine.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on there? Sabrina. Oh, let's go to should we do the dresses, Ben?
Let's do it.
Okay, Sabrina.
I've got some really fiery opinions about it.
Okay, let's get ready for Ben's fiery opinions. All right. Sabrina, what do you think, Ben?
I thought it was pretty.
What, Ben?
Very nice.
Ben, we're going to have to edit this out.
I'm the bad boy of dresses.
All right, I'm going to be really nice about this one. I thought it was decent. I thought this was one of the better ones. She was showing a lot of leg. It was nice. She looks good. It's not totally my style. I probably second favorite, maybe favorite of the day, though. She looks good.
Okay.
I thought overall these weren't my like style of wedding dresses, these ones, but I felt that they looked high quality, unlike season 6's wedding dresses, which I thought were not up to stuff. They were like not good. They had a lot of nude illusion going, which I don't like. A lot of aspects. I thought that Netflix was skimping on the quality.
And I hate to Gene Siskel you here, but I thought they were all very pretty. So hard to disagree.
Something so controversial. So controversial.
I gave them all thumbs up.
Wow, we're gonna get so many negative ratings now. Nicole, no, the fabric and the pattern is not it. I'm thinking maybe it was the only wedding dress I could find that could fit somebody who's the size of a borrower, because she's so short, but it just wasn't really doing it.
It's interesting you say that because I actually was thinking that it was pretty. I thought it was.
Oh my God,
yeah.
Ben. I can't believe it. I can't believe you said that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Maria, I just think that the cut was that flattering. Maybe the waist is too high, but there's something off, like it's almost there. But I think maybe a fitting could help because it looks nice, like it's almost there, just a little off, maybe a little retooling, and we're there. Just a little tweak, but like the shape is good. Just something is off, but maybe fitting will do it.
I couldn't disagree more. No tooling is needed. I thought she looked pretty.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That is crazy.
That is savage!
Jasmine, yeah, this is nice. I'm going to have to disagree with everybody. I think the sequins might be a little too much, Ben. I think the sequins, really could be doing it. So, yeah, what do you think?
Pretty.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No!
I went there.
That is crazy.
Yep.
Let's get to Demi. I think she could have done better. Just not really a fan. Don't love the tooling on it. She says they're gonna work on the fitting though, maybe better. Just not a fan. I feel like everybody, I feel they could have found something. I don't really know, Ben. What do you think?
I was sitting there. I was thinking about this a lot. And I was going back and forth in my mind, and ultimately, I was like, "Is it nice? Is it pretty?" I think it's nice and pretty. I think.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I can't believe you said that. And finally, Catherine. There's something very cute and simple about the form of this dress. I don't know about the top around the bust with the, the patterning, but there's something. She looks very pretty, and I like how simple it is. I like the straps around the shoulders kind of falling off. I like the simplicity. Probably my favorite dress of the day, even though I don't love any of them. Nothing compares to the Chicago dresses, but probably my favorite of the day.
I did some research on this dress. I looked it up. I tried to find it in a local bridal shop. I went to the bridal shop and checked it out. I checked the measurements on it. I was checking the quality of material. At the end of the day, I feel like it's pretty.
What the fuck is that?
Can't believe you said that. I can't believe you've done this. Well, I'm glad that's over, so we don't have to. Those takes are too hot. I can't do this anymore.
Too hot to handle.
Too hot to handle. The
Suit
suit and tuck shopping. I mean, Freddie's friends ask him, "Have you had a moment where you thought, fuck this?" And he's like, "Yeah, all the time. Yeah, I always think about I'm not gonna marry her." So
100%.
100%.
Did you catch, by the way? Maybe I'm crazy here, but when God, what is the co-host name? That's not Emma. What's Emma's husband? Matt. When Matt was delivering his speech, and then he said the big line where he goes, "So this is when we're gonna find out if love is truly blind." He did it directly into camera. He turned his head and said directly into camera, "Is love truly blind?" Did you
broke the fourth wall? I didn't.
He broke the fourth wall.
What the fuck?
It was.
Oh, flip! You've had a blunder.
It was very jarring.
You had a blunder, man. That's fucked up.
I tried to take a screen grab of it, and Netflix doesn't let you. It just turns it black, so couldn't see anything.
Fucked up.
I know.
Steven and Sabrina, after the thing, they have a little picnic. They say the wedding will be fun. Catherine and Freddie, they do pottery. Oh, my love.
My darling. My ghost.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, they did pottery because he was like, "Oh, this will bring the ghosts out. This will bring the spirits out." Because he didn't want to deal with Catherine. He wanted to have a date with the ghost at the pottery.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he wanted the spirits to come do some fucking pottery with him. And yeah, she is feeling very optimistic about the wedding, She's feeling good. And he's just feeling a ghost around him. Ollie and Demi, they have a romantic time at the arcade, and we finally realize who's going to win at arcade basketball, aka Pop Shot, and it's Demi. She wins.
Yeah, she crushed him.
So now we know. Maria and Tom grab drinks. They are happy. Benaya and Nicole drink champagne along the river. She says at one point she thought she would never marry again, and he tells her previous relationships should not inform future ones. Well, maybe take your own advice.
Yeah, what are we doing here, Benaiah?
Irony, buddy. You ever hear about it?
You ever hear about it?
Ever hear about irony, buddy?
You ever hear about this little thing called irony?
Yeah. In your nomadic travels, you never learned about irony? Come on. And then it ends with Jasmine and Bobby telling each other they're committed. I thought we were getting, usually we get like a cool cliffhanger where you're like, whoa,
nope.
You fucked your best friend. Whoa. But
nope.
I was impressed.
We are going to get Bachelor and Bachelorette parties next batch.
Yes. And I was impressed and happy about all of the drama that we got. Things are really ramping up. Yes. I am happy.
Finally. Thank goodness for Jasmine's mom.
Yes. Thank you, Marissa.
We love her.
And thank you, everybody, for listening. We will be back on Monday for our Patreon episode exclusively at patreon.com/realityalert. Starts only $5 a month. The episode, the episodes are called Love Center. We recap the social media of the week coming from the contestants and other people in the Love is Blind universe. And we're going to play some games. We're going to give out some awards and give out our predictions for who is going to get married. So check us out at patreon.com/realityalert. Leave us a voicemail at 1-804-BAD-BOYS. That's 1-804-223-2697. And follow us at Memes Are Blind or at Reality Alert Podcast. We're going to be releasing some memes this weekend about what we just watched. And subscribe to us on YouTube and everywhere else. Fun times.
Woo!
Woo! Okay, cheerio.
Cheerio,
bye.
loves.
It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
Words of warning. Be very loyal.